still a half game up on the Phillies for the top seed in the National League. The Phillies are losing 10-2 right now in the 8th inning to the Cubs. But right now, the Dodgers' lone focus is on the division. They lead the Padres by 3 games with the stage set for this huge series here in L.A. the next 3 nights. The Shohei Ohtani named the National League Player of the Week, and it didn't even need the entire week. This is just the last 4 games going 14 for 18. 14 for 18 in the big leagues, a .778 batting average, hit 5 homers, 2 doubles, the OPS over 2,500. It's ridiculous. 9 runs scored, 13 RBIs. Oh yeah, he also stole 6 bases. Shohei became the founding member of the 50-50 club as well this week. You add it all up, Jerry. I'm not sure there's ever been a more obvious choice for the NL Player of the Week than that man Shohei this week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he had NL Player of the Week. Obviously he's locked up NL Player of the Month this month, and he has locked up the MVP. The only question is it going to be unanimous? I think it's going to be unanimous. He is doing historical things, and he continues to do that. Continue to do that. Does he get 55-55, 60-60? If he has another hot 5 or 6 games, this guy is doing something that we have never seen a baseball player do. Prime time, even weighed in on it. Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Shohei Ohtani, those are his 3. You guys were trailing in that 9th inning against the Rockies on Sunday. It was a game you guys had to have. Ohtani ties up with the homer, and then Mookie Betts walk-off home run. Talk about the vibes after you guys won that series.
Well, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to Ben, pitching those innings and keeping the ball game where it was at. He showed incredible stuff. That just shows, exactly what the organization with itself, the depth that we have, and the quality of arms that we have. But lining up with the tying home run by Ohtani and then the walk-off by Betts, man, we're very, very excited in the sense of winning that series and moving on. But the vibes is obviously understanding that what we have now in front of us tonight, and that's what we're going to take care of, and that's what the focus is at.
I know you guys are a pretty knit group, or you're going to be not in there in the clubhouse. And if you are in that bullpen, who do you pick tonight to go deep? Because I know that's a big thing for you guys over there.
And then obviously my pick is going to be, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but everybody's going to go with Ohtani.
There should be a rule against that. No one's allowed to pick Shohei Ohtani anymore. Anthony Bonda, Anthony, thank you so much for coming on, spending a few minutes with us, and best of luck to you. We're excited you're coming back tomorrow and look forward to a great postseason as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me. Thank you, guys.
Ohtani has hit 3 home runs against him, and he corks the first one that he sees here down the line. It's a screamer of a double on the first pitch of the game. I mean, that thing was a blur down the right field line, and Shohei Ohtani is 14 for his last 19.
Look at the pitch location, too. We were just talking about the 4-seam fastball, and I think this is the first pitch of the game to try to sneak one by Shohei. Not going to happen. Up and in on the hands, but look at the bat speed. Ability to get the barrel to a pitch that's so difficult to get to. And this is what happens when you do. Right down the line, barely fair, hopping over the fence. It was out of here before he was out of the box.
Yes.
A 10th, though. He outdueled Tyler Glasnow. Padres won 2-1. This is ripped down the right field line. A fair ball. Up into the seats for a double. Ohtani not waiting around. Stands at second base to get this bottom of the first inning started.
Michael King trying to get ahead. It's a 4-seam fastball. Ball looked like it maybe cut just a little bit. Ohtani gets to it. Keeps it fair. Well, Michael King's got some work to do with that runner in scoring position. See if the rest of the Dodgers are aggressive against Michael King like Ohtani.
And at this point, it's not a question of will Ohtani get a chance. It's what's going to be on his plate when he gets up there. Dodgers leading the major leagues in comeback wins. They did it on Sunday in the 9th inning. Can they do it again here? He squares and takes a strike. It's an interesting decision here. Do you move him up to put the tying run into scoring position, but then open up first base where they're probably going to put Ohtani on?
Well, this is the question you asked earlier. I mean, as you get to these postseason type moments, which this is what this is, do you throw to Ohtani? Well, the answer would be an all caps no if you bunt over the 2 runners.
Smoke to third. Machado steps on the bag. They go all the way around and turn a triple play to end the game. Impossible. Incredible. And it's down to 2 in the National League West.
You got the tying run at first base with nobody out now for LA. And here comes Miguel Rojas, and now you get close to turning this order over again, where it really gets scary. Shohei Ohtani waiting on deck. Miguel Rojas. Rojas on the ground at third. Machado touches third, fires to second. Out at first. Oh my goodness! It's a triple play. It ends the ball game. The San Diego Padres have clinched their spot in the postseason after a magical 2024 campaign. Will this finally be the year for the faithful? A triple play to end the game and send the Padres to the postseason. It doesn't get any better than that.
A golden opportunity in the ninth. They already pushed one across. They have 2 on, nobody out, Nomar. Miguel Rojas at the plate. And it's just unfathomable to think that Shohei Ohtani's on deck and he's never going to get a chance to bat because Rojas grounded into a triple play to end it.
Yeah, you saw him square around in the first pitch, you know, and we were all screaming like before he even got out there, okay, here you have to bunt, and yeah, you'll have a base open, and you pitch to Ohtani. Yeah, only to get to it. Woohoo, Mookie Betts? Absolutely, thank you very much. Get any of these guys, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, any of these guys with 2 guys with a tying run on second base, they'll take it each and every day, but obviously he didn't get the bunt down in the first pitch, and then he ended up swinging and hitting into that triple play. This is the reason why you get those things. This is why you lay down the bunt. This is why you move guys over. We keep talking about that sometimes in critical games in the postseason. We always say how 90 feet matters, and doing those little things are going to matter. You don't do it throughout the regular season, and then all of a sudden when it really counts and you need it, it doesn't come through. Here was a situation where they need it. We're still in the regular season. I get that, but this was as close to a playoff game this year as we've seen, and it ended up costing them. Listen, the Dodgers early on had some opportunities, weren't able to capitalize on those. The bullpen did an unbelievable job for the Dodgers, putting up the zeros to give them a chance to come back, and they ended up hitting into a triple play to end the game.
Well said, Nomar. Listen, great job by the Dodgers in this 9th inning. Incredible at bats. Will Smith, Tommy, Kike Hernandez, who is clutch. You know, you got to figure out a way to get Kike involved in these type of playoff type games. Kike's a gamer. He's old school. Great game by Kike Hernandez. You have this situation. I have the utmost respect for Miguel Rojas. He was a teammate of mine. He came up through the system. My last couple years with the Dodgers, incredible player. He's having an incredible season. I don't know if the bunt was on or not. I have no idea. In that situation, it's like a quarterback. You audible. 100% of the time, not 99.9.999. 100% of the time, you have to bunt there for a couple reasons. To stay out of the double play, to ensure you have guys like Ohtani and Mookie Betts having that bat. Okay, you bunt him. Guess what the Padres are probably going to do? They're going to walk Ohtani. But guess who you got coming up with the bases loaded? Mookie Betts. You have to bunt there. Even on your own, you have to put the bunt down. Maybe the only thing I can think of, maybe Miguel Rojas thought they had, you know, the Padres had a play on. They were crashing, and maybe at that time you slash. But it looked like he was swinging the whole way. He didn't show bunt, and then he slashed. Once again, you play games differently when you're in a playoff game. 162 games, I get it. Sometimes you want to swing the bat. But when you're playing a playoff game, make no mistake about it, this is a playoff game, okay? You throw a lot of that stuff out of the way. You have to bunt there 100% of the time. There is no doubt about that, because they had Shohei, Mookie, Freddie back to back to back when all the momentum was to the Dodgers side. Hopefully the Dodgers learn from this.
And
Miguel, when you look at, I guess, a game like this, just there were opportunities for you guys. You were able to get runners on, but unable to really execute as soon as, not as soon as, but just when it came down to kind of scoring those runs. Where were you seeing, just whether it's from their pitching or just from the offense tonight?
Yeah, definitely a tough one for myself, and I feel like I got an opportunity to get the ball down early on that at bat, but kind of couldn't get the job done there. Then, just because of the way that they were playing the defensive, I think it makes sense for me to swing the bat there, and I'm totally confident that I can get to a fastball. Unfortunately, hit it on the ground, and it's been tough for me the last couple of days. Haven't been able to get the job done, but definitely this one, especially for me, I think I let the team down in that one.
So the first time scoring around, that was your call too, the first time?
No, it was a bonsai in the first one, and then they let me hit in the second one.
When you say the way the defense was playing, like what did you see specifically? That
Manny at third was in, and Bogarts was shifting to third base. So if I make a hard one like I supposed to third base, they probably get the out there. So they let me hit on that situation right there, and I got a fastball in. I handled that pitch well, and I just hit it hard right into the ground, and unfortunately, I couldn't get the job done.
He was going to bunt the first pitch, and then he goes down 0-1. They set up for the wheel. Bogarts is in the hole, so you can't bunt because you're bunting into an out. And so with the infield in, Bogarts out of position, the best chance is to put the ball in play and hopefully find a hole. And unfortunately, it was hit right at Manny going towards the bag, and he made a heck of a play.
frustrated, obviously, who was on deck.
Yeah, I mean, there's less than a 1% chance that Shohei doesn't come to bat, and unfortunately, that small percentage came into play.
That situation, knowing a couple times on that, right after that, there was no consideration that you brought up the line, even with the defensive.
No. I mean, I don't think that you can. You have to. It's first and second base, nobody out. Certainly, the tying run is on first base. You bunt into that play, the first baseman's out. I just don't think that you're expecting a triple play, hit the ball hard, and I just can't play the game of, if it gets through, then it's a great play, and then if it hits right at him, then it's a bad play. It's just, you have to the game tells you what to do, and in that situation, everyone's playing in, shortstop is in the 6 hole, and there's just a lot of holes out there, so that's just the way you play baseball.
Does the potential of a triple play even cross your mind going into that?
Not at all. Not at all.
And off the bat, were you thinking?
No. I thought he was going to go from third to first.
How shocking was that ending up to that off?
Yeah, I mean, it's shocking. That's the least likely outcome. Obviously, looking at how the game's played and how many triple plays are turned in a year, and to not get Shohei up is obviously very disappointing.
You know the situation. Did you have it in your mind, a sharply hit ball like that to you? That was a triple play in your mind.
I mean, I'm trying to get him out there, and he tried to bunt the first attempt, so I'm playing in. Obviously, once he hit it, he swung. I decided it was hit straight at me, perfect angle, right to me to tag the base. I was close enough to the base to tag it instantly. He had a fast run on first base as well, so, I mean, once it was hit, I was just like, all right, let's tag first, throw to second, see what happens, and I know we had him at third, at least third and at first base.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。